What's going on, bro, man? What's good, man? It's been a while, man. Salute to everybody in the chat too, man. Always a pleasure to be up here, holding the fort down with my big bro, man. You know what I mean? I reached out to him, you know what I mean? My big bro always reached back, man. Salute, man.
You know, all family got open invites, man. At any point.
Hey, you always said that too, and you a man of your word. You know what I'm saying?
Without,
Ever since you had that convo with us.
Without. Anytime y'all got, you know, y'all got the ticket to ride the speed line. Y'all can jump the line. Come right in. Come right in. All family welcome. Come right in. I might open up the panel dependent.
Okay.
But it is what it is, man. Hen Dog, salute, man. Sam Max, salute. Let's get right down to it, man. My brother Kano Loco in the building. What's good? The Brothers UK, salute. So this is official. You know, I heard it from Blue. So that's official. So this is happening. Apparently December. September 13th is the date. And it's happening. It's happening. So yeah.
What happened, Drew? You not a fan of this?
I wasn't, but I am.
Okay.
I'm going to explain why. First of all, let's just get the craziness out the way so we can talk some boxing. You already know what's to expect when this gets closer. You already know what to expect. You already know the community is going to be divided. All right. So with that being said, since we know that, I'm not going to get into it. Let's talk some boxing. That people are going to come over here and accuse us of riding with Bud by way of tribalism. You're going to see the spam accounts. Shout out to YouTube, right? Spam accounts. You like to yank 30 or 40 subs from us. But then 29 of those subs are hitting me up in the email like, yo, what did I do? I got unsubbed. My wrench is gone. Yeah. These are real things that are going on with us, but documentation beats conversation. I had a discussion with my members last night. I'll do it again. Lloyd, what's up? But with that being said, I like this fight. And I'm rocking with Bud because I think he could do it. And I think the timing is right. And I don't think it's I don't think it's a mismatch like people believe it is. People, when they see this, they're thinking Canelo, when he came in the ring against Sergey Kovalev looking like Jay Cutler in his prime. He looked like a silverback gorilla. You know what I mean? And, look, he had back knee, but, who's paying attention other than me? It is what it is. Thomas, I see you, brother. Eric H, salute. Jarrell Freeman. Darryl Big G, what up? ES, salute, Queen. EH, salute. So I don't think it's going to be a mismatch as people think. In my opinion, it's at 168. Unless there's something in that contract that is demanding Bud to come in 168, I don't think Bud needs to come in at 168. He can come in at 158.
I agree with that.
The rule states, main biker, salute. The rule states you can't come in overweight. But I don't think there's a rule that says you can come in underweight unless Canelo says, he has to be within 3 pounds of range, which will be odd to me. That means he's looking for an advantage. Rod, what up? Now, I don't know how much he weighs when he walks around, but he's a gym rat already. And we've never seen him when he's not in the ring, out of shape. He's always cut up. He's the type of brother that when he ain't got nothing to do, kids is chilling, wife is chilling, like, let me just go to the gym and jump some rope. Let me go, just hang out in the gym. He has healthy habits. He has no bad habits. Bud Crawford, as it pertains to boxing, is the ultimate professional in that ring. And I haven't seen anything to prove me otherwise. A lot of y'all don't know. I think he's an inch taller than Canelo. Do I have that right, Act?
Yeah. Yep.
He's an inch taller than Canelo.
Maybe two.
Yeah, and he has longer reach.
Yes, he got a longer reach.
Longer reach. And like I said, Canelo gonna come in at 168, 167. He might rehydrate up.
Yeah, that's the only thing he got advantage over is the girth.
But skill set wise, this is what I'm telling y'all. This is why I'm picking Bud to win. And I'll say it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm picking Bud for the win because Canelo, although he has a very high ring IQ, and I'm gonna leave out all the other stuff. We're just gonna talk some boxing. He has a very high ring IQ, but Canelo got busted wheels, y'all. He got busted wheels. Bud's. I want y'all to think about something. When Bob Arum admitted that he killed the Pacquiao fight, and Freddie Roach said he wasn't a fan of the Bud Crawford fight, when Freddie Roach was asked why, Freddie Roach said he provides the same problems for Manny that Floyd did. He was off on that because at that time they didn't know how similar problems, yes, but more of a problem because Floyd can't crack like Bud can. Everybody around the industry says the same thing. Matter of fact, I forget this brother's name, and it's bad because we both got press passes and we exchanged information. I forget his damn name, but he sparred Bud, and I met him at the presser, right? And Blue was asking him questions, and dude told me, he said, "Yo, bro, he could probably move you around in that ring." That's like, he said, Bud is like strong on the low. I said, well, you've been in there with him. You could tell me. Willie Low, Bomb Squad in the building. Salute.
Yeah, Drew, if I could chime in on that. Go ahead. See, in boxing is a difference between power and strength.
Definitely.
Wilder and Tank got power.
Right.
You know what I mean? But strength, you know what I mean? Let's say me and you are grappling on the inside. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, yo, you may not be going hard, but you may be like, yo, Dag, Ack, he kind of strong for a short dude. You know what I mean? You got that one strong dude in every block in New York.
True story.
You know what I'm saying? You got that one short dude that you grew up with that's strong. You know what I mean?
There was a kid we grew up with. The older cats used to call him Little Spud. I called him Speed
like
Knot.
Spud Webb?
Yeah, because
okay.
I issue not. His name was Calvin.
Okay.
Short little dark skinned dude, and he was deaf in one ear. But Calvin was about 5'1", but he could dunk a basketball on a regulation rim.
Wow.
I mean, he had hops. When he would jump up, it looked fake. In school, the teachers was like, wait a minute. Who's pulling him up? It was crazy. He'd jump up and dunk with two hands.
That's crazy.
He was crazy athletic. He could run up a wall and do a backflip. He was crazy athletic. And when he would be in the motion of doing something athletic, you would see the muscles twitch. And when he jumped, it was like he would take off. Like, it was like stupid. It would look like slow motion. And we was like, how's he getting up that high? And he was like shorter than everybody. And I'm gonna tell you something else. When he wrestled with us,
mm-hmm.
he would move us around. And we were all bigger than him. It was like he was kind of like superhuman. I wonder what he's doing now, because I ain't see him after junior high school. But he was like superhuman. It was ridiculous. He was like athletic. The brother Toby in the chat.
You, a mutant?
The brother in the chat, Toby, said he has a wrestling background. That matters.
Yes.
That matters. Bud has listen. The best way I could break it down. I've seen guys come off the street and walk into a gym, and they might have nice hands. Like when in my era, we used to slap box a lot.
In my era, what you mean? We took that from y'all.
Oh, okay. All right.
We was slapping. Okay. It still happened today. That it still happens to this day.
There was a few cats that were better than others. I'll say that. But I have seen cats try and take that to the gym, because everybody had like a signature hand move. It was like some kung fu stuff. Snake, tiger, crane. You know, everyone had like a scale. I've seen cats try to do that in the gym and get obliterated by a little Mexican kid. It's different in the gym, bro. Boxing is different.
Yeah,
you know, this ain't slap boxing.
Yeah, it's completely different. Yeah.
With MMA, with wrestling, you think it's all about, oh, I'm just gonna roll on. I'll weigh this guy by 200 pounds. I'm gonna get. Nope. When you get on that mat, it's a skill. Hoist Gracie showed everybody I'm only 180 pounds or so, and he was choking our guys 300 pounds. And it's like, how did he win? You know, I was on top of him. I thought I was winning. The guy on top don't win in jiu-jitsu. So Bud, what I'm getting from Bud, from what people are saying and from what we're seeing, he might be that freakish athlete. Okay. A lot of people say he's too tough for his own good. You know, he gets hit and then he wants to get the hit back. That might be true. And Bud's last opponent is fresh in everyone's mind. I'm going to ask y'all to disregard that, and I'm going to tell you why. And I might open up the panel because I want to hear everyone's opinion because, you know, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. It's just my opinion. Canelo can't move like Madrimov, y'all.
That's see that right there. Right there. That's the key right there. He don't fight like Madrimov.
He don't, because Canelo got busted with wheels. In fact, the people that give Canelo the most problems are the people that move on him. And that's why he's not fighting Benavidez. Benavidez moves, and he throws punches in bunches, and he will wear you down. Now,
Bud's not going to need to do obsessive movement like that. No, he's just going to be smart about it. He's going to be real crafty and tricky about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to set up traps for Canelo. Canelo does got a good chin. Yes. And I remember, and look, Drew, there was somebody that said Canelo ain't never been hurt before. Not true.
Not true.
He was hurt by Jose Cotto, Miguel Cotto's cousin. Brother. That was his brother. And the only difference between him is that he was a righty, and you know Miguel Cotto was a lefty. He got hit with a major league left hook and got wobbled.
Yeah.
So that's not that. Yeah, I remember that fight. You know what I mean? I was still in the amateurs watching it. So that's not. Yeah, that's not true, and I never forgot it.
Go, man. Listen, Triple G hurt him twice.
That too. I ain't even gonna lie. All he showed me is that he could absorb a shot really well. He could absorb a shot really well.
Now, a perfectly timed punch could hurt anybody. You know?
Or when you punch him with a person. I think that's the most dangerous. I know people say the punch that you don't see. Yeah, that's true. But it's not, to me, it's more devastating when you punch him with a person. And you can catch a person at the punch. You can't defend yourself.
True story. In the Sensei Stormy B-Man says there's only one way to beat this version of Bud. However, there's no fighter in present day who exhibits this manner of fighting.
Talk to him, Storm. Talk to him. Talk to him.
I know the brother at work. I would love for him to come up here if he could.
He would be giving everybody F pluses. I came on time, so no F plus for me.
Willie Lowe said, Bibble. Willie Lowe said, but yeah, he did. Bibble hurt him. Yeah, Bibble hurt.
Yeah, he did. Actually, you're right. Yeah, Bibble did.
Bibble hurt him.
Did. Willie Lowe, right?
Yeah. So Bud. Now, am I calling for a knockout? No. If anything's possible, yes. I'm saying Bud has all the tools, and he also has youth of the body. He doesn't have as much mileage on him that Canelo does. Canelo can get old overnight. He could, but let's
keep it real, Drew. He wearing a knee brace. He got knocked knees.
Right. Yeah. Once that start happening, pay attention to these NBA players that have been retired 2 decades. If you see them in the street, look at their knees. They all knock. A lot of them are knock kneed now. That's from running and gunning all those years. Tim Hardaway, Kenny Smith. I was like, what's going on with their damn legs? Yeah. Bud, if you were to put together a way to beat Canelo, and let's not act like we ain't see Canelo lose. All right? If you were to put together put like this. We've seen Canelo get trouble in the ring. We've seen fights. We've seen him have fights where we say, I don't know about this one. Lara, Austin Trout.
I thought you can't ask me that. I thought Lara won.
I thought Lara won.
I thought Lara won.
I thought Austin Trout should have got a draw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought Miguel Cotto lost, but go back and watch that fight and then tell me that Bud don't have a chance against Canelo. I don't know why they put Canelo on his pedestal like he never lost a fight, man. We've seen what gives him problems, and everything that gives Canelo a problem, Bud brings to the table. I'm not coming from the cloth of what Bud's going to be too tough for his own good and get clipped. This dude don't move like Madrimov. This dude don't move like, he don't even move like green beans. He don't. I think Bud has an opportunity to get a UD on Canelo. I don't think Bud will fight him in the pocket. That's not where he needs to be. And if he ends up there, that's going to be his problem. Because then I think Canelo will take his head off.
Before you open the panel, Drew,
not
to break your wisdom. Before you open the pen, I got a question for you. So there's a rumor going around. This ain't set in stone. I don't want y'all blaming Drew. I'm asking Drew, just like I asked BFTB, that I don't know what Canelo, who he's gonna fight. I think maybe he may fight William Skull to get his IBF belt back in the meantime, which I'm not mad at. Which I'm not mad at. Let Primo get his Canelo payday. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his payday. I think everybody deserves their payday. You know what I mean? Shoot, while he here, might as well milk him for what he's worth, Canelo. But I heard Crawford might be fighting Sergey Devryanchenko. What do you think about that?
Oh boy.
I mean, at least he's getting acclimated to the weight. He ain't doing what Jamel did.
Yeah, Sergey. Well, I mean, what else is he gonna do, right? He ain't gonna stay out the ring until September, and that's gonna be on the Riyadh season card, by the way.
I'm not sure where they trying to host it at, but I heard that was the plan. You know what I mean? Canelo fight William Skull allegedly. Like I said, this ain't set in stone. It's just something that I seen. I always take it as rumors, so stuff is officially announced. And then I heard that they was gonna make Crawford versus Devryanchenko. But look, Drew, I'm just telling you, I'm asking you how you feel, but I'm just letting you know I'd rather that than him just hopping up like Mel Charlo did. And look,
is that our brother Tommy? He changed the name and said, salute, Tommy. In that super chat, much love, man. Salute, Tommy. That's our brother Tommy. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah. Sosa HTX says Bud lost his last fight. Is all I had to see. How we'll handle the fight. Canelo by KO. Well, Mike Biggs, my brother.
I don't agree with that. I don't think he lost.
You know, but we're gonna get. It's gonna be 50-50. We're gonna get a lot of that, and that's cool. A lot of people picking Canelo by KO. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. We're here to discuss it. We're here to discuss it, man. The Devryanchenko fight. I like it, but I don't like it. You know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Devryanchenko is an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Yes, he is. I agree.
He is a nightmare. I met him. Y'all saw the picture. I ain't got it on. I ain't got it booted up right now, but I
think the last time was he got with Christian and Billy, right? Salute, Mike Biggs. I see you, champ.
Yeah, he was with Christian and Billy. Now, let me say this. I was shocked at how small he was. But you know, I'm not a small dude, but I said, because he walked right past us, he had on a hoodie, and Blue said, "You know who that was?" I said, "No." He said, "That was Sergey Devryanchenko." I said, "Oh shoot!" I didn't see him because he had a hood up. So when we got inside the building, he's very friendly. His English is okay. He smiled. He's very calm and collected. I shook his hand. We did a stare down or whatever. He's a very cool dude, but he's a monster, bro. And he's a nightmare to deal with. If you give him any daylight, he's taking it, bro. True Boxing Night, what up?
It's a fact.
He's taking it. You can't give him no daylight at all because it's an educated pressure. Listen, Sergey gives you 110% every night, man. I never seen him take a night off, ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I got Bud for the win, but goddamn, he's gonna make Bud work for it. Especially now, because I think it's a possibility that, because when that first bell rang against Majimov and he started bounce back and forth, I'm like, what's he doing? I never seen him do this. What the hell's going on here? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? You know, it's like in a video game, you fight the character, you beat him, and then you fight him later in the game, and the character's doing something different. You're like, oh man, I got to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things. So I was like, oh man, what is he doing? And I think Bud trained for him, but Bud had to have a Marine mentality. Anybody in the chat that was a Marine, you know what I'm saying? Marines think outside the box.
Yeah. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to KG. Shout out to Trill Will.
Correct. When the training, when you're in the field and everything you train for is not there, you got to think outside the box to survive, right? So Bud, this is why I say, you know, Bud has a very high ring IQ, because a lot of fighters, it's like, well, we ain't trained for him to do that, so I'm just gonna do what we trained to do, and then they're getting bopped upside their head, you know. But you know, Bud got the nod, and it's cool. A lot of people saying, yo, you know, Bud lost the fight. My opinion, whenever a favorite fighter is picked to do something spectacular and they don't do it, people are more annoyed that it wasn't done, you know, and they say, okay, well, it was a draw or he lost because they didn't get the expected outcome. I understand that. There are some people that say, no, Bud lost the fight. I'm not even debating that. It was a tough fight. Bud got the nod. You hear what I'm saying, right? It was a tough fight and Bud got the nod. So let's move on. Now, people saw that and they're probably saying, hey, we now know what gives Bud's problems. The herky-jerky in and out. Because Majimov was getting off in that fight, man. He was getting off. And it's crazy. Right now, what if Derevyanchenko comes in there and starts doing that? Now we got another headache. And I think Bud is smart enough to conquer that. But even with that being said, that's a tough fight to take in between the Canelo fight.
I think it's a tough fight, Drew, but I think it's necessary. I rather him.
Well, hold on. Let me read this super chat first.
Right, go ahead.
I agree with you too. I do agree. Nada 86, my brother in that super chat, much love. He says, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Salute to you, good brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead, brother. Audacity. I see you, Audacity. What up? Go ahead, brother.
I think it's true that he you know, it is a risky fight, but I think that it's necessary. I'd rather somebody at least attempt to get acclimated to a weight than hop, skip, and jump and go deep sea diving right at the end of the deep end of the pool. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think, like Storm said in one of his lives before, you know, you could gauge what you need to work on, and you know, when you take lesser opponents than the, you know, opponent that you plan to step up against. You know, the real, you know, it's all right to take an appetizer before the main course. It's cool. You know what I mean? We could color outside the lines a little bit, Drew. It's all right. Yeah. You know, we ain't gonna be perfect, but I think that he ultimately beat Sergey Derevyanchenko. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think he beat Sergey Derevyanchenko. And we know Bud. He'll have a bad performance here and there, and then he'll come out the next 3-4 fights and look spectacular.
Let me give you so Double K in the chat says Bud's gonna be a Mir Khan 2.0. I don't think so.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
That's mad disrespect.
Don't block him, y'all. Please don't block nobody.
Don't
block anybody.
That's an opinion.
He's being respectful. He's being respectful. BBO, salute, BBO.
Yo, salute, bro.
Bud will have a performance like he had against Green Beans, who he got out of there. But you know, Bud got dropped, but it was a blown call, right? But that was Bud being aggressive, and he ran into something. and his footing wasn't underneath him. Okay, that's fine. That happened. But I want y'all to remember the Kell Brook fight, y'all. I want y'all to remember the Kell Brook fight. Now, I want y'all to think about something. Kell Brook was no joke. Jokes aside. All jokes aside, Kell Brook was no joke. I talked about yesterday, about when he signed to fight Sean Porter. We all know in America, Sean Porter's this dog and he swarms you, yada, yada, yada. And when he ran up on Kell Brook was moving him, bro. Like we were saying earlier. And then I saw that fight. I said, yo, Kell is strong. Kell is strong. He was moving him, bro. He was moving him. Yeah, Xavier, I'll talk about that some other time. I don't want to talk about annoying in the way. That's what I call him. Annoying in the way. It's like a gnat to me. But I'll tell you what, real quick, Xavier, I'll tell you what. I want that Tank fight. Annoying in the way versus Tiki Tank. I'll talk about that probably next week. I was asleep at 3 a.m. yeah, Stormy. I hope you're hungry. I hope you're ready.
He used to hate when he do that.
Sean Porter every bit of those brownies. He gave him every bit of those brownies. You know what I mean? So when he signed to fight Bud, I said, this is going to be a dog fight. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all don't remember, I ain't scared to admit it. I picked Kell Brook to win, and that was based off of how he moved around Sean Porter. And I was from the thought process that Bud was too small. And you saw what he did to Kell Brook. I said, oh, snap. Oh, snap. That's crazy.
That changed everything.
Changed everything. And I had to look at Bud a little different. I said, hold on now. Hold on. And he stopped the hell out of Kell Brook. He stopped the hell out of Kell Brook. I said, damn. So, Bud has had his instances where we was looking kind of confused. But then when it's time to step up to the plate, he stepped it up, man. He stepped it up. And now I can say I've spoken to at least one person that mixed it up with him in the ring face to face. And I'm hating the fact that I can't remember this brother's name. Blue knows him. And I said, yo, you spar with Bud? And, the cats were clowning with him. They was like, yeah, man, so what was it like to spar with Bud? How bad did he hurt you? We was clowning. We was clowning. But I said, nah, for real. He said, no, for real. He said, a guy your size, he said, yo, if you mix it up with Bud, he can like legitimately move you. Moving someone that outweighs you by at least 130 pounds. If you wrestle, y'all know that that's a skill. That's all about leverage. And what he was saying was not only is Bud strong, but Bud understands leverage. Bud understands distance, and Bud has underrated power. That's what he was telling me. And based off of what we've seen so far, I believe him. And I think he has tools. He has physical tools that'll beat Bud. Bud has the proper temperament. He has a high enough ring IQ. And again, y'all, he has, let's not act like we haven't seen what gives Canelo problems. Can Bud give the same problem to Canelo that Erislandy Lara did? The answer is yes. Can he give him the same problem that Miguel Cotto did? Now, although Cotto lost, Cotto wasn't dominated. Go back and watch the Cotto fight. That was a great chess match, man. I do think Canelo got in enough rounds, but it was back and forth. Nobody was hurt in that fight. Listen, no cap. One of the greatest performances I've seen with Canelo was not one of those knockouts. It was a chess match, him versus Cotto, and vice versa. That was a great fight, y'all.
Yeah,
that was a great fight. And I'm looking at, you got to watch fights like that. How about this? Never mind the Floyd Mayweather fight, because they tried to disown that too. They tried to say, well, Canelo was too green. Meanwhile, they built that up. All right, I'm not having that. And Bud don't fight like Floyd. Get it out your head. Look at the Lara fight. Look at the Austin Trout fight. And I know y'all going to zero in on Trout getting dropped. Go back and watch that fight. Canelo was in trouble. Not hurt, but he was getting outboxed. Go look at the Bivol. Oh, well, Bivol's super bigger than Canelo. but Canelo was getting outboxed. And Canelo versus Triple G, look at all of those fights. Canelo got busted wheels. He has a lot of damage over the years, like not like serious damage, but enough damage where Bud is not going to have to fight in the pocket. What's he going to do when he has to follow Bud around and he's down 3 rounds? It's the possibility that he could run into something. We've seen it. Bivol was setting traps for him all night long. Golovkin set traps for him and was successful in a couple of instances. So let's not act like Bud don't have a chance. Audacity Podcast in that super chat, much love. He says, I think Bud and Canelo should fight while it's hot. Don't play with it. Yeah. I would like to see it next. I know William Skull is one of those people that the general public don't know, but he's a pure boxer and he's out the Cuban school. And it'd be our luck that he pulls a hat trick like Lara, but he gets the nod because they fighting on the Riyadh season card. That'd be all I need. And that's why that fight is dangerous. A lot of people picking Canelo to beat William Skull, but they don't know who Skull is. That's dangerous. Those same people didn't even know who Bivol was.
Facts.
And look what happened. And that's why I don't like the Derevyanchenko fight, because I got Bud winning, but it'll be like a dog fight. Like, damn, that was rough. Y'all don't know. If y'all don't know who Derevyanchenko is, there might be people watching. Just put him in the search bar. He didn't win every fight, but man, go watch the Gennady Golovkin fight and tell me what you're thinking. Gennady Golovkin was knocking people the hell out. He got in there with Derevyanchenko, and he was visibly frustrated. Like, will this guy get off me? Damn. Go watch the Derevyanchenko versus Jaime Munguia fight. These guys was rolling on the floor. This dude is an absolute dog, and I don't like that. If he's in the fight, and I got a lot of respect for Derevyanchenko, but I hope Bud just gets him out of here so it don't turn into a dog fight, because you don't need that on the way to September 13th. That's just my opinion, man. Ack, what you got on that, brother?
Yeah, you know, I know. Shout out to the Houston brother in the chat. I see what he's saying. You know, even though Bud may not look in his left, what about the fight before? You know,
Right.
We can't judge. Everybody have a bad performance, bro. It happens to every boxer, from the top to the bottom of the sport. So we can't judge off of that, bro. Y'all have good and bad days at work. You know what I mean? Canelo ain't have a great performance against Bivol, like Drew just was alluding to. You know, he didn't have a great performance against Bivol. That's why he lost.
Sosa says Bud looking old.
And what's Canelo looking like?
I don't see what you mean. Looking old how?
Then what is Canelo looking like?
Yeah. Looking old.
Knee
how?
braces on. You don't see Bud coming in there with no knee braces or anything like that, bro. Canelo looking older, and Bud only they close in age. Bud ain't that much older than him.
No, yeah, exactly.
Maybe a year and a half.
Exactly. And like I said, the measurements actually in Bud's favor. He's an inch taller and he got longer reach.
I say, if anything, like you were saying earlier, Canelo got more mileage, in my opinion.
He does.
I think he got more mileage. Like, he been going since he was 16 consistently. You know what I mean? Consistently. And look how many fights he got under his belt. I feel like at least Bud been giving his body to rest and recuperate.
All right, Double K's, you're kind of all over the place. Let me put what he's saying.
Okay.
I want to address it. He says, Bud can run, but he's going to get caught eventually. And Canelo got better, proven, durable chin and best resume right now. You're talking about 3 different things in this statement. Well, we can address it. California love, salute. Chief Wildfire, salute. All right, let's address. All right, let's address it in order. Running. Bud don't do that. It's called setting traps. I talked about that like about maybe 5 minutes ago. When Canelo's down in the rounds, because Canelo does give up rounds, he's gonna have to press he's gonna have to force the issue. And when he tries to smash the gas, that's when he could potentially eat something. Ask Bivol. He tried to smash the gas on Bivol when he was visibly down on rounds, and he was getting counted, and he got hurt like twice in that fight. You understand? He tried to smash the gas on Landry Lara, and that was we had better legs back then. And every time he tried to do it on Lara picked him off. I really thought Lara run that fight, but whatever. So I don't call it running. Canelo does have a durable chin. So I'm not going to debate that. And look, Canelo's a bigger guy. He's supposed to be able to punch people smaller than him and knock them out. I mean, ask the strawweight he punched out in the street. I forgot that boxer's name. But he punched this dude out in Mexico. It was funny.
Oh, but what? Like he was beefing with him?
Yeah, it's a boxer too. It's a pro boxer. It's on it's on the internet. I ain't do a video about it, but they were out drinking. They had a fight, and Canelo broke his jaw, and he sued him. I think he sued him because dude was a boxer. Canelo punched him in his shit, and he broke his shit. It's a real story, bro. That really happened, but that's irrelevant. But as far as resume is concerned, Double K, we're not discussing resume. You know, I already said Canelo has a great resume. He's going to Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not in tune to what we're discussing here. We're discussing who we think wins the fight. Andrew 100, my brother, salute. Another thing he says is, if Bud don't got power, Canelo won't respect. Let's keep it 100. Yeah. How many people? Well, okay, is Landry Lara a power puncher? I mean, I know he stopped Danny Garcia. He has respectable power, but he's not labeled as some big puncher. But two things. Bud has enough power to keep you honest. And I think Canelo's going to find that out. He has enough power to keep you honest. That's number one. Number two, to say that Bud has no power, that's just disingenuous, brother. And thank you, Men Said, because I was just going there. Floyd ain't got no power at 147 like people think. And Canelo was punching fresh air all night. But guess what? Floyd had enough power to keep Canelo honest because he didn't bum rush him like Maidana did. In fact, D-Man salute. In fact, if Canelo bum rushed him like Maidana did, he might have had more success. Maybe. Snoop, what up, Snoop? Maybe. So these things that you're saying, you know, and I say this respectfully to you, it's an amateur conversation we're having right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we don't look when someone goes up in weight, they're mathematically not supposed to have the same power. If somebody was not like, there's a difference between Pretty Boy Floyd and Money May.
That's a fact.
For those of you that don't know, when Floyd was at 130, he was knocking people silly. He was knocking people out. When he went up in weight, he still maintained the same skill set, but he had to switch his game defensively because he didn't carry the same power. Which is why, you know, sidebar, Manny Pacquiao was a complete enigma. You moving up 6 weight, it wasn't 8, y'all. Y'all don't know that. I'll do a video about that. Y'all know he really ain't move up 8 weight classes, right?
You got a super check, big bro.
I see it. Thank you. Yeah, it really wasn't 8, but I'll discuss that some other time. But Manny went from like 130 up to 154 and was breaking eye sockets. And that's not drugs, whatever. He might be athletically gifted, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you get the point. What I'm saying is, even if Bud don't got power to stop Canelo, he has the tools to outbox Canelo because we've seen this guy lose rounds. Now, the problem with, let me read the super chat. 88 Sports Talk, salute my brother. He says Canelo's stamina is going to be the reason he loses to Crawford. True story. I ain't even get to that yet because we seen him run out of gas against Triple G. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Now, the problem I see for Bud is simply getting caught. And I think he can remain disciplined for 12 rounds not to get caught. And I'm going to say this. There is a small percentage where he could actually hurt and drop Canelo. Let's not think that that can't happen. Let's not think that that can't happen. All right. Canelo's nice with it, but so is Bud. So, but you know, it's up for discussion.
Let me ask you. Two questions. If Canelo wins, what do you think happens after?
Yeah, that's a good question. If he wins, first of all, he's getting full credit for this win. I'm not going to be one of those guys saying, "Oh, well, he fought a guy that's really at 154." I'm not going to do that. Canelo wins, he's getting full credit.
I'll agree, especially if Bud gets that fight with Deverenchenko. He's going to get even more credit from me. Like, nah, at least he got a chance. He didn't just jump in on the deep end. You know,
we put Bud on a pedestal. If he loses, the person that takes the O has to get credit. Bottom line. What happens with Canelo next? Look, man, we're not getting Benavidez.
Yeah. I gave up on it. Glad they took my advice. I was saying that all the time. Yo, you and Morale move up to 175, and they
just leave him alone.
The boxing gods got in their ear. And
did he sign a 3-fight deal with Turkey? Canelo did. Did I hear that right?
I heard that. I don't know how true it is, so I didn't want to.
If it's Skull and Bud, what's the last fight?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But where does that put? Man, look, man, Canelo's going to Hall of Fame, man. Bottom line. He's a Hall of Fame fighter. I'll give him that. You know, with all the discrepancies and the clenbuterol and stuff, look, when the dust settles, he's going to Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I ain't got no beef with that. It's whatever, man. You know? That last fight, though.
Yeah. What was Belanga? That was Belanga, right?
Yeah. I didn't want that fight, man. The last fight on the 3-fight, if it's Skull, Bud, that third fight, I would like to see him fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. I'd like to see that if he's not going to fight. But then again, why the hell is he going to give us that at 175? He ain't going to give us goddamn Benavidez. I mean, this is so frustrating.
Yeah, you're right. Because he gave us Kovalev.
Oh, Kano. No, bro, for real?
He said Belanga again. Kano is just saying that. That's wishful thinking. Don't listen to Kano with that.
Oh, come on, bro. Nah, but he told us that Canelo was going to fight Belanga like last year.
Yeah, I remember.
I said, he ain't going to get that fight. And look. Damn. Yo, look, y'all. I'm going to, I'm dropping a link. Y'all come up here and give y'all opinions. Please watch your mouths.
Drew, last question. What happens if Bud wins? That was my 2-part question.
Oh man.
But parallel universe, I had to hit you with it.
Yeah.
Hit you with the multiverse.
Bud wins. That's some Hall of Fame-ish, bro. Because he beat a Hall of Famer. Bud wins. Oh, I got you, Abel. I got you. Bud wins. Bud's going to the Hall of Fame, bro. And what's next for him? Oof. What would be next for Bud?
What's happening, brothers? How you doing this morning?
Let me think on that. Yeah, what's up, Abel? How you doing, brother?
What's good?
What's happening? Before I get to my thoughts on the fight, for a little playful message for Ag Reacher. Just get ready for your Knicks to choke in the playoffs. That's all I gotta say.
Will the Bulls be there?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. But don't worry, you're gonna see the real.
I'm just making sure. I wasn't even making fun of you. I was just asking because I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I know. Listen,
I haven't heard from y'all. Y'all
no,
got y'all
because
couple
the
little
thing
wins
is,
regular season. That's cool, but it don't matter if it ain't the
yeah,
playoffs.
whatever. But let me say this though, real quick though. I think there's several factors in this fight that I think that a lot of people kind of miss out on the fact, and I think Drew pointed this out. When you looked back at the Triple G fights, notice how Canelo had always kept his hands down anytime that his stamina ran low. Think about that for a few moments. Anytime when Canelo was running out of gas, he would keep his hands down and then rely on his head movement, body movement. But because of the fact that now that he's gotten older and he's got a lot more mileage on him, that could give Bud opportunities to get on Canelo. And remember, Bud is not Floyd. He's not going to move around in the ring and try to make Canelo move around. Canelo is slow-footed, so you can really get to Canelo and you can really punish him there. And we know that Terrence Bud Crawford is one of the best body punchers in the business. So I do think that there are some advantages that Bud can exploit. But the big issue for me here is, can his power be enough to hurt Canelo? That's the big factor. Remember, he's moving up 2 weight classes to face against Canelo. That's going to be my biggest X factor. Can he hurt Canelo?
Abel, could you do me a favor, bro? In Vegas this year, bro, could you please wear a small hat and glasses, man? Because you're like the Mars Blackman of the LDBC, man. That is so dope. Because Mars Blackman was a Jordan fan, but he loved the Knicks, but he was a Jordan fan. That was like the greatest shit ever, bro. That is dope. That's dope. That's dope, bro. That's dope. When
I pulled up on Mr. Cadillac Ryman's, crazy little behind it, and he ended up ducking his face. That's why I left the picture up there for a reason. Yeah, it is, because you know why? I told everybody that Cadillac Ryman don't want no smoke.
Yo, we gonna go to the real OG, Mr. Martin, brother. What you got on this?
What's going on, Drew? What's going on, panel? How y'all doing this morning, man?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, OG?
Yeah, I think what a lot of people are doing, and I do it myself, are trying to make a case for Bud Crawford to win this fight, and all we're talking about really are the advantages that he has over Canelo Alvarez. Talking about the ring IQ, the 74-inch reach, the better footwork, all that stuff. And I think we kind of forgetting who Canelo Alvarez is. And when you're talking about ring IQ, yeah, Bud Crawford probably the best in the game, but Canelo Alvarez ain't no dummy in that ring. This ain't the same guy that tried to box with Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
That guy don't exist no more. That Canelo Alvarez doesn't.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, I done seen Canelo Alvarez get hit so hard that his head almost spun around and he don't take a step backwards.
Yeah.
If anybody can beat Canelo Alvarez from them lower weight classes, it's Bud Crawford. I honestly believe that. When they was talking about Earl Spence fighting Canelo Alvarez, I never liked that fight. But I always said Bud Crawford had the style to beat or to compete with Canelo Alvarez. Me personally, I believe that not just the size, but him not being able to hurt Canelo, because I know he's gonna land clean on Canelo. Bud is one of the most creative fighters I've ever seen in throwing punches. I've seen him throw a right hook and come back with a right uppercut with the same hand. But I've seen Canelo Alvarez do some of that same stuff. And last but not least, Bud is not going to be satisfied with him being the winner in the eyes of just his fans and losing on the card.
Right.
So he know he gonna have to take a chance. He gonna have to take a chance. He can't bounce around. And the thing about it is, like Abel just said, he doesn't. Bud doesn't move. But what I noticed in his last fight was he still got his legs.
Yeah.
Crawford still has his legs, so he can implement movement when he needs to. But he can't do it too much against Canelo Alvarez because he's already down on the scorecard. He's gonna have to take chances. It's almost like Shakur and Tank. Shakur gonna have to take chances against Tank to win on the scorecard, and that's the way I feel about Bud and Canelo. Bud is gonna have to take chances against Canelo Alvarez, and if he can't hurt Canelo Alvarez, Canelo just gonna keep coming, man. And Canelo's hand speed is hell. His hand's just as fast as Bud's.
He's very accurate too. He's a very accurate puncher.
Very accurate. And that's the thing. He probably got the fastest hands of anybody that Bud done fought, with the exception of Amir Khan. And Amir Khan was just a slap box. So, he really didn't pose a threat to Bud. But Canelo Alvarez has real power. He'll take your shots and keep on coming. So, I'm rooting for Bud. I'm going for Bud, but I'm just not there yet in picking him to win that fight.
I feel you. Abel, you said you had something to say real quick?
Yeah, to Mr. Cadillac Ramen in the chat that's up there listening to the words of Stormy B, man. Let me tell you something right now, man. What was you doing in Atlanta, running away from me, Cadillac Ramen? Look at this picture right here. I pulled up on you and you wanted no smoke. And I already blazed you on the basketball hallway. So you ain't got nothing to say to me ever. So cut it. Cut it. And as for you, Stormy B, man, I love you, Sensei. But, sir, I didn't see you in Atlanta, Georgia either, too, sir. So, and you can give me all the F pluses that you want. You can say whatever you want. But at least I attended Atlanta, Georgia, and I actually had a good time and learned something. All right, Sensei, I love you, but please, enough of the nonsense.
Boxing, please. All right, we're gonna go to NHA, man. What's going on, brother? What you got? What you got on this, bro?
What's going on, Drew? What's going on in the panel?
That's an interesting picture, by the way. Jesus Christ, that's real.
Yeah, it is real. I cropped it out though, man. For he actually took a picture with somebody else. But I put that up, man, just to fuck with the tank stands and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, now for the Bud thing,
mm-hmm.
I'm pulling for Bud. It's gonna be a hell of a tough task. Just for the simple fact, man, you really gotta convince him. You gotta beat the dog S out of Canelo. To get a W on the scorecards. I think Bud could pull it off if he just, he fights the right fight. Control the distance, angles, do what he does best. He gotta bring his A+ game, but it can be done. And I think Bud still has the legs to, to keep away from Canelo. But the most important thing you gotta do is just get Canelo frustrated, because I noticed when Canelo gets frustrated, whatever game plan he has goes out the window. Floyd did it to him, Lara did it to him, and Bevo definitely did it to him. You could see the frustration in his face. And I think if Bud does that, he still has the legs, because y'all got to understand, Bud's 37 years old, but the man doesn't put nothing in his body other than nutrition. He doesn't drink, he don't smoke, constantly in the gym. So his 37 is like a 31 or 32. The man got fresh legs. He proved it was in the last fight.
Fact.
Yeah.
But
Fact.
I'm looking forward to the fight. And shit, if he wins this fight, man, you got to put him up there. God knows,
look, Now
gotcha.
look, if and this is something to consider, y'all. If Canelo in between gets a hold of that IBF, he's undisputed again at 168, right?
For sure.
Okay, if Bud beats him, he's undisputed at 168.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I want Bud to retire right at that point. Don't do nothing else. Leave. Leave, brother.
Yeah.
Don't even defend it. Leave. Just leave and go to the and put him in the Hall of Fame 24 hours later. Period. Period. Just leave. Just leave.
I completely agree with that. I mean, and man, I can imagine, man. You know, the love you're gonna get from this whole time. They might elect him governor the next day. Fuck the mayor.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
Bud will be right up there, one of the GOATs, man. I mean, that's just it. I'm cool.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Let's go to DJ. Your thoughts, good brother. You on mute. He might be having an issue. Oh, he fell off. Yeah, he was having an issue a second ago. Excuse me. Let me go back to the OG Mr. Mont. Do you think that this is going to come down to the championship rounds and cardio?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I think Bud need to take chances in spurts. You know, Canelo is known to get tired in the middle of the fight. He normally ends the fight pretty well, but it's them rounds, 5, 6, 7, 8, he tends to start slowing down. So we know Bud eats, sleeps, drinks, boxing. He's gonna be in grade A shape when they fight. And you know, it just depends on the game plan that him and Bomac come up with. But like I said, he can't make too many sacrifices in that fight, but he got to make some. So right. I would say that the last 3 rounds is gonna be the most important rounds of that fight. So
I agree. I think the last 3 rounds will be the most dangerous rounds for Bud. Those last 3 rounds. Yeah, Canelo, he's gonna be coming.
Especially if it looks like he's winning the fight.
Yes. Canelo, I mean, remember, y'all, I said Canelo got busted wheels. Now, what happens if Bud is dancing in and out, scoring, and we get to round 9, and it's visible, Canelo's down, bro. He's down by like 3. He's down by like 7 rounds, bro. He's down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's round 9. He's coming.
I hope he
got to walk forward. Up. The danger is, while he's walking forward, let's not act like Bud can't crack him.
Well, Bud is best at hitting you with stuff that you don't see.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Canelo. You know, he normally knows when the shot coming, but we still have to take into account this guy chin is made of antimony. I'm talking about. We done seen him get his head spin around, and he just shakes it off. So taking too many chances against Canelo, man, is very dangerous because we know. I just know that he can knock Bud smooth out. He get caught
if he punches with Bud. That's why it's important for Bud not to be in the pocket. Let me go to DJ B. What's up, DJ? How you feel, brother?
What's good, man? How y'all feeling, man?
Great, brother. Great, man. What you got on it?
The thing is, I respect Bud ever since that, master performance against Earl. But this the thing, man. Canelo is willing to take your best shot to set you in the trap.
Yeah.
Bud to me, Canelo can compare Bud to some opponents because of the experience. I can't say the same thing for Bud.
Okay.
I can't say Bud could compare this, how he can get Canelo. How can you get him? Because when Canelo get on you, man, it's like the damn tiger on a gazelle. Look at Jaime Munguia.
He's a great finisher. He's a great finisher.
Jaime Munguia had enough power to keep him humble. But then you see him fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
gonna beat him.
Canelo's a great
Look
finisher.
like
But Bud ain't no Jaime Munguia, and Jaime Munguia actually did pretty well in that fight.
He did.
He
Yeah,
did.
but-
If you
but
go back and watch it.
Behind
Jaime
him,
was
he
good.
was also 6'6" or whatever. No, 6 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? Bud is nowhere near as big as Jaime McGill is.
gonna beat him after that. He's just a master performer.
I think the brother's having trouble with his connection.
He was cooking though. He was cooking.
He was cooking. He's cooking. Let me ask y'all a question. And shout out to Smoking Talk, Real Baltimore in the building. Boss Red, I see you. Yo, Smoking Talk, hit my email. I want to set something up. Hit my email. The email you gave me, it's like way down. I can't find the damn thing. Just hit my line. Hit my email. Yeah, our brother the War Report, he's saying some real stuff, man. He ain't finished riding, but let me scroll up because our fella said something else that was CB Sports salute. He said something else that was it was real key. MXC salute. What did he say? Where's up? I meant to where is it? He said something about Bud that was damn true. Is this damn I can't find it. Is this, how do I say this? Is this fight Bud's to lose? Y'all understand what I'm asking? Because everyone's expecting Canelo to win. A majority of people expecting Canelo to win by knockout. I disagree with that. But is this fight Bud's to lose? Will he lose it because of a mistake that he makes? You feel me?
No, I don't think he's gonna. I think Bud is gonna be just as sharp as he's ever been. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna be that Canelo is just. I mean, even when Bud's getting off, Canelo's still gonna be right there, right in front of him. And that's just gonna be something for him to deal with. So I believe Bud gonna come in there in the best shape of his life. He's gonna be just as sharp as he's ever been.
What's a good weight for him, Mr. Mont? What's a good weight for him
to come in?
Yeah.
Man, well, let's take this into consideration. Canelo can put whatever he wants in that contract as far as weight is concerned. He's the A size. So what if Canelo says, man, you got to come in at 165? No, you can't come in at 161. But as far as that, if the weight is just open, whatever he can come in at, man, I would say just a little bit over 160.
That's what I was thinking.
Just a little bit over 160.
That's what I was thinking because he ain't got you can't come in overweight. Yeah, there's no rule at what weight you can come in. But if Canelo puts it in the contract, no, you gotta be at least 3 pounds of the target weight. To me, that'll be a problem. And if Canelo does that, I'm gonna be like, yo, come on, bro.
I mean, he can do it just to slow it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Canelo known to do some shiesty stuff.
Yeah. Size ain't gonna win this fight, y'all. But has to come in at a comfortable weight and just be who he is.
No, it's gonna be for Bud, it's gonna be his endurance, his endurance and his legs, and for Canelo, I just think it's gonna be his power.
Yup, I agree. The Audacity podcast is in the building. Man, salute, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing great, good brother. What you got on this?
Me personally, because nobody asked for this fight. Mm-hmm. Bud did. So if Bud is hunting you down, he knows something and he feels something that we don't know.
There it is.
So I feel like it's gonna be the same like Earl, but probably worse.
Really?
Yeah, because he's strong.
Wow.
He's got that wrestling. He's got that wrestling. He can manhandle him in the pocket and the inside with the clinch. he can use his feet. So he's got a whole nother dimension that he's probably never showed to us, you know. So I think he's got a trick up his sleeve because he's not going to hunt down Canelo or ask for that fight for no reason.
Well,
and not for just a payday. He don't seem like a payday guy.
Because I think Bud think ain't nobody out there can F with him. Not because he sees something. I think he just think can't nobody F with him. And he got a right to think like that.
Yeah,
as far as him manhandling Canelo ain't wrestling around in that ring.
They're not doing no wrestling.
Yeah.
But
Canelo is throwing heavy shots.
But you see
like throwing heavy shots the entire fight.
But at the end of the day, clinches do happen in boxing, and
well, I know we know they happen, but that ain't what Canelo does.
But he's gonna show like, hey, you ain't dealing me right here. And I don't know. I just think Bud is like Canelo do hit hard, but I think Bud he just got that. He I don't know. Y'all gonna see. It's just I just like you said, Bud don't think nobody can mess with him. So
no. But the thing is, in my opinion, man, and another thing, Bud has never been at that weight. You can't compare the Earl Bud to a 168 Bud. The Earl Bud moves different, it's faster. The bigger you get, the slower you get. You haven't been fighting that day. Your walk around weight is just different, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't compare that Bud. He was even slower when he just fought at 154. That's why he came in at 168 to try to get used to the weight. You don't move the same when you move up in that weight. That's why they say it's weight classes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean by weight classes.
You're not moving the same. Your reflexes is different. Canelo is to be at that weight class. His reflexes on point, bro. Yeah. They on point. He's
but
Canelo.
Yeah, but it's more than just like I know the weight classes, whatever. But Bud sees a challenge, and there's a lot of people saying that he's not going to win, just like when he fought Earl. And when you have that extra, I don't know how many of y'all fought, but when you have somebody that say that, you can't beat him and all that, it just like, okay, I got you. So I'm looking at it from a psychological way too,
I get that.
And a physical way,
And ain't none of that gonna change.
Listen, Bud win.
None of it.
I want Bud to win, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be no it's Canelo. Like, it's Canelo. You know what I mean? Only person
let me say this though real quick. Let me say this though real quick though. The thing that I'm worried about with this fight is if Canelo decides to put some ridiculous rehydration clause in the contract before the fight, and then all of a sudden Bud comes in at a different weight that he's not used to.
Mahari, that's what
but I'm saying
Canelo said. That's what Canelo said. I'm not gonna get no credit when the fight was first presented to him. And I'm not getting at what you're saying, Abel. I'm saying it to get at Canelo. You said that he's small and you wouldn't get no credit beating when the fight was
right.
When
but I'm saying,
Well,
the thing is though, Agweeter, is that Canelo in the past, he's basically put in rehydration clauses in most of his fights. That's my concern, because if Bud comes in, it's going to be at 168. But go ahead.
I don't think he's going to do that because I don't feel like he really respect Bud. I don't think he respect Bud at that weight class that he in.
Yeah, I agree with DJ saying right there.
That's
my thing is
hold on, y'all. Let me read this super chat.
My bad.
Get right back to it. Felix Nunez says he's asking, salute you, good brother, in that super chat. He said, where do we rank Bud all time if he beats up on Canelo? Well, if he beats up on Canelo, like how the Audacity podcast says, like I said, retire right there, because he'll be undisputed. I'm thinking this is going to be for undisputed. He'll be undisputed at 168, and if he beats up like how the Audacity podcast says, like I was at the Errol and Bud fight, and my jaw dropped. I'm being dead serious. Like, what the hell's going on here? It was crazy. Now, I do know some things, and I heard some, but, Errol ain't going to say nothing, I ain't going to say nothing. It's whatever. But goddamn, if that happens on that level, wow. Now, two things. It could be that Bud sees something.
Yeah, for real.
and or it could be like what the OG says. Bud just thinks no one can F with him. And I want to remind y'all what Enormous Giant Clothing Company said. He said Skills will win this fight. And I want to remind y'all, Mikey Garcia said he saw something in the Errol too. And the whole industry agreed with Mikey. That's something to think about. That's something to think about.
They was wrong like a MF.
It was wrong. And I'm rocking with Bud on this.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody in here is rocking with Bud. But to be objective, there's people out there that think that Bud could go up to heavyweight.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
There's people out there that believe Bud could go up to heavyweight.
Look what the sensei says. He says Canelo is an old 33, 34-year-old fighter with about 20 more fights. Think about it. That's what I'm rocking with. Bud is more youthful as far as career-wise. And I keep focusing on this, man. Canelo got busted wheels. He can't even smash the gas on people like how he was trying to smash the gas on when he was walking forward trying to get Lara and it wasn't working out, but he got the nod. He can't do that. Not anymore. He can't do it no more. And I keep telling y'all, the major reason he's not fighting Benavidez is because of Benavidez, his punch output. He can't punch with that kid. And on top of that, he's bigger and stronger. So why do that? He can't punch with that kid. But he could do that he thinks he could do that with Bud. And that worst case scenario, Bud will outbox him. You understand?
That's the best That's the worst case scenario for us.
Yeah, I also think too, Bud got the ability to raise his game to a different level. You know what I mean? Mentally and physically. So I just don't see where Canelo just dominates him. I think if anything, Canelo, he could possibly land some big shots and, may ooh and ah the crowd, but I just feel like Bud is too smart and too calculated.
Look what our fella said, man. And I see this. Roy Jones, when he went up to fight John Ruiz, think about Roy could have went up and fought Lennox Lewis. Somebody would have signed it. It'll look stupid in the ring, but somebody would have signed it. But he knew who to get. John Ruiz is 6'2". He was the smallest of the heavyweights, and stylistically, Roy said, I could get this guy. And that's what he did.
On John Ruiz's best day, he ain't as skilled as Canelo is. And
that's true.
And don't get me wrong.
Now, OG, do you think that Bud is feeling himself a bit in this whole thing?
No. I mean, Bud is Bud. Y'all know I'm a huge Errol Spence Jr. fan.
Yeah.
But when Bud was getting ready to fight Earl, he was my pound for pound number one, way before he fought Earl. And I really had never seen anything. Well, I'm exaggerating, but this guy, in some ways, is an anomaly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, whether he's feeling himself, this is just who he is. He's just confident that ain't nobody out there better than he is. And pound for pound, I don't think there is.
True. So, where's Drink More Water at, man? We need him on the panel, man.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, another thing, like, Bomac. Like, Bomac is one hell of a trainer. He's a good general. Like, he's a good game plan. So you got to put that in account too. The trainers, a trainer is everything, And I feel like Bomac is going to be a big part of that too. Even though he can't get in the ring and fight, that part of the game is important.
Yeah,
I agree. I think that helped him in the Earl fight. That helped him a lot in the Earl fight.
Bud makes it so easy for Bomac. Bud fights off instinct, but whenever he needs Bomac, Bomac know exactly what to tell him.
Yeah, they're a match made in heaven, like Snoop and Dre.
Uh-huh.
I mean, nobody has beat him.
And then you could look at the other, like Keyshawn and everybody else that he got. Like, it's not just he got lucky with Bud. He got other people to show his work.
If he could pull off this weekend with Stevie So-Called Nelson and Diego Pacheco, I'm gonna be like, yo, Bo Mac, Bo Mac, low key gonna be trainer, 2025 trainer of the year.
Straight up, bro.
If he could pull that off, because I've been watching Pacheco.
Yeah.
Pacheco been taking everything out. You know,
Enormous Giant Clothing Factory says butthole team, not just but. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And if you ask me, Shakur needs to join the Bomac team.
Yeah.
He already close. He might as well.
You know,
I mean, he can go there whenever he wants, so he don't gotta. Yeah, he don't gotta.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a classic, but I got a sneaky suspicion the outcome is gonna shock people. It's like Steve L, my brother, salute. Everyone is picking Canelo to win. The majority are picking Canelo to win, and that's cool. The people that are picking Canelo to win are picking knockout, and they're focusing on the bad of Bud. Let me ask. I'm gonna go around the panel and let me ask y'all a very this question is very important. Have you seen Bud make the same mistake more than twice? Listen to the question. Have you seen Bud make the same mistake more than twice in any fight? I'm gonna start with Act. Go ahead.
That's a question. Not that I could remember. He may have made the same mistake in different fights, but not in the same fight. With sometimes maybe not transitioning well from offense to defense and getting caught a little bit, but that happens to every fighter. But I don't remember him. Like, I can't pinpoint him making the same mistake twice. And even when it did happen in like the Sean Porter fight, he flipped that switch. He recharged that Green Lantern ring, didn't he, Drew?
He sure did.
Okay.
Sure did. Mr. Mont, your thoughts?
I can't recall ever seeing him doing it. But one thing that I wish he wouldn't do is when he gets caught with a good shot, don't almost all the time have to get his get back immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I just don't think that'll be smart against Canelo, because there's a good chance Canelo's gonna catch him with a good shot. But as far as seeing Canelo be repetitive with a mistake, Bud being repetitive with a mistake, nah, this guy's too sharp, too smart in the ring, man.
Yeah, true story. Grand Region Thag, I see you, brother. What's up? DJ, your thoughts? Have you ever seen Bud make the same mistake more than twice? DJ, you there? All right, I'll come back to you. Audacity Podcast, brother. Your thoughts?
I feel like no. Besides, like, the little flash knockdowns when he get knocked down, but I feel like when he get up after those knockdowns, I feel like I forgot who was talking. I feel like he's more aggressive, but I feel in a weird way he's more sharp. Like he, somebody said Green Lantern ring. I feel like he goes Super Saiyan. He go to another level, and Canelo better hope if he do catch him with one of those knockdowns, he stay down, because if Bud get back up, it's a wrap. But to answer your question, I feel like that's the only thing those, like, to get Bud, you got to catch him in between punches, and that's the only time I see him really make the same mistake.
Interesting, man. NHA, your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, it's that's a tough question. I mean, every fighter, I think, makes the same mistake multiple times, depending on any particular fight. But to pinpoint one exactly, I can't really come up with one. I mean, we could say he takes a lot of rounds off, and he does get hit more than we would like him to hit. But I think that's just all trying to figure out, your opponent, his timing and everything,
Right.
so on and so forth. And the other thing somebody else also mentioned too, like, one of his drawbacks is, he always wants his lick back. But to me, that's the old Bud. If y'all can remember, during the Spence fight, Spence called him with something mean. And even Bud said it himself. I mean, he said, he's like, oh man, that's it. But if we're to use that logic, Bud was supposed to just attack him right away. But nah, he took it, reset, and did what he did. I don't think he's going to try to exchange with Canelo. Even if Canelo hit him, so you're going to sit back and Majumov too. Majumov popped him up a few times. Bud smiled, reset, bye-bye, do this thing. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. I'm a big Crawford fan. And if, win, lose, or draw, man, I salute, respect him for, challenging himself. I'm not going to say he's just doing it for the legacy. It's a cash grab. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But, if he get his ass whooped, oh well. I have other fighters that I like. So. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
We don't hop off the train after L's. You know what I mean? You know how we do, man. We ride or die. It is what it is. My brother Xavier.
Man.
What's going on, champ?
It's good, brother. Give us your assessment, man. You ever seen Bud make the same mistake more than twice? There's a reason why I'm asking that question.
Kind of like the last guy said, fighters make multiple mistakes during a round, during a fight. That's just part of the game. It's more how you capitalize on your mistakes. You know what I mean? And Bud is very good at capitalizing on his multiple mistakes that he makes. You know what I mean? And that's one of his things that stand out the most, is that he capitalizes on his mistakes. And I'm kind of like what the guy said, hey, I give him a good opportunity, not that much of an opportunity. I'm very happy for him that he's getting the money that he deserves, because, hey, if Jake Paul can make $4 million, why can't Bud, right? Mm-hmm. So, and if he loses, then that's what we expected. And if he wins, it's great. You know what I mean? So I'm with it. I actually rather see him fight someone else, and I'd rather see Canelo fight someone else. But if they fight each other, then so be it.
The reason why I put emphasis on making the same mistake more than once is it goes back to what I said, a Marine thought process, thinking outside the box. I've seen instances where Canelo couldn't figure out an opponent. And in a few instances, it's cost him a loss in a fight. Okay. I've seen Bud adjust when something wasn't working out. It might even result in him switching from righty to southpaw. You understand? What I'm talking about is IQ. And I think that they're identical, but their offense is very different. The thing is, their IQ is equal. They're equally yoked in the ring as far as IQ is concerned, but they have different offense.
I agree with that. I think their IQ is very
This
similar.
fight is not going to come down to defense, because I hope Bud don't fight him in the pocket. That's a recipe for disaster, unless he knows something I don't know. This fight's going to be one at a distance, right? And I don't think Canelo will be able to close a distance. And when he thinks he's going to close it, I think Bud will hurt him. And I think Canelo knows that. He's going to learn early in the fight. I want you guys to go watch the Majumov fight. Okay, Stormy. Go watch the Majumov fight, and then watch any Canelo fight. Those guys don't fight identical. The guys don't fight identical at all. The problems that Marcos Maidana gave Floyd Mayweather let me ask y'all a question. Is Marcos Maidana Canelo Alvarez? Who's better? Canelo. In every way, shape, or form. But Maidana gave Floyd hell. Floyd fought Canelo, and he made it look like a college student versus a junior high school player. It was crazy. So what I'm saying is, Madrimov just had tricky offense, and I never seen Madrimov fight like that ever.
Yeah, I never
So
seen him
get
fight
the
that night.
Madrimov fight out your mind, y'all. Let me read what Stormy just texted me. He said these observations of Bud's perceived shortcomings aren't valid assessments. Listen at how they are critiquing him. He's actually one of the best as far as elite fighters in protecting himself. Mistakes? No. He makes adjustments, probably better than anyone.
Absolutely.
That was the sensei's assessment. And I agree with that. And that's actually what I was saying just now.
Yeah, he capitalizes on his adjustment.
Right. But
that's what I basically said with the Sean Porter. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said I agree with Storm.
Bud probably makes the best adjustments that I've ever seen to date, like in this era of fighters, the best one. You understand? So he does what works for him as far as how it pertains to his body type, his athleticism, and Canelo does as it pertains to his body type and his athleticism. The thing is, athleticism. And I keep telling you what I said when the show first started. Canelo has busted wheels, y'all. And when he tries to smash the gas on Bud, I think Bud may clip him. He may get clipped sometime during the fight, and Canelo might understand, oh shit, this guy could hurt me. And when we're watching those championship rounds, why ain't Canelo moving forward like he was against Triple G, like he was against this guy, that guy? Only people at ringside in the trained boxing eye, but like, no, back in round 6, you ain't see that right hand he landed? That fucked Canelo up. That made him second and third think his thought process. You understand? This. I'm telling y'all, I got Bud winning this.
Yeah,
I got Bud winning this because
I think Bud's gonna wash him.
I don't know about that.
Bro, if he washes,
that's just my opinion.
Let me just say this: if he washes Canelo on some like how he did Errol, bro, I ain't got nothing to say about Bud, like ever again. Nothing. Put him in the Hall of Fame as soon as he leaves the ring. March his ass to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
March him. If he washes him like that, if Bud washes Canelo like that, as soon as he leaves the ring, tell him take a shower, give him a tuxedo, and go right to the Hall of Fame with all, let me see, 4, 8, 12 belts, bro. Don't play with me. And there will be no more Bud slander anywhere on my channel ever. Don't ever do it because you can't. You just can't. Don't do it.
I just think that.
I mean, to think that he's gonna wash them, that's kind of disrespectful. That's like almost saying that Bud's 2.0. Bud's.
I thought the same thing when he fought Earl. I just didn't know y'all back then, but I said the same thing when he fought Earl.
Well, him and Earl was in the same weight class. He wasn't moving up weight classes.
Oh, bro.
He wasn't 68 pounds.
Okay, if he don't wash him, y'all could talk all kind of mess to me and be like, "Hey, ha." But I think Bud's gonna wash Canelo.
That's crazy, bro.
But him just going up and washing somebody as good as Canelo is, and I get it. Canelo is old. He got bad legs.
Bud is older.
That MF still can fight.
The man can fight, bro. And to say that Bud's a 2.0 Amir Khan is disrespectful to Bud, and to say that Bud's gonna go up there and wash him, that's disrespectful, bro. Then why even watch the fight if it's gonna be a wash? You know what I mean? Like that makes no sense. Let's have some freaking common sense too, bro. Like I understand. Hey, listen, I'm a Bud fan. I picked him over freaking Earl, and everyone looked at me crazy on the channel. But let's just be realistic here now. You know what I mean? Like he ain't gonna go up there and just walk that.
Let me go to my
No,
brother.
no,
Steve Bell.
I'm saying that because I understand the mentality. I'm not going to defend myself. I know that, but that's how I feel. But you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Yo, Steve, you there? You can hear me? Steve, you there?
Oh yeah, my bad. You know I'm at work. Now I just want to say this before I go back to work. Everybody know how I feel about Bud Crawford. He the best in the world, no matter who he get in the ring with.
Yes, sir.
Whatever y'all saying, not in a bad way, but I don't give a fudge around what y'all talking about. Bud about to beat the fuck out of this dude, bruh. And like I said, I compare like the defense, the defense he gonna use is the same defense he gonna use when he fought Spence with the body shots and shit. Because Bud basically blocked like every body shot this dude threw at him.
Spence, brother.
Huh?
Yeah.
Canelo's not Spence, brother. That's a whole different animal.
Hey, that don't matter to me, bro. Like you need to understand who I am, bro.
Boxing, brother.
And like I said,
understand.
bro,
Believe me,
Canelo ain't got enough. Canelo ain't got enough, bro. Yeah, he got a good upper body movement. Yeah, he power. Yeah, he got a chin and all that good stuff. But how long can he keep that up when he faces somebody like Bud, bro?
This is going to the cause, or do you see a stoppage?
I haven't made that decision yet, but if it does get stopped, Canelo ain't get stopped, bro. It's going to the cars. Canelo, his chin too strong, bro. He got that neck too, bro. Like Mike Tyson, I don't see him getting dropped or nothing. I see him getting beat up.
So you think a majority decision or unanimous decision?
I think it's majority. The only person that can drop Canelo is Benavidez, bro.
Yeah.
The only person that can bloody Canelo face is Benavidez, bro.
I think
so. Do you think Canelo? Do you think Bud got enough power to keep Canelo honest? Keep him off of him?
Hold on, somebody talking. Hold on, bro. I'm on the time limit. I got to go back to work. What'd you say, Drew?
Let me ask you. Do you think that Bud has enough power to keep Canelo honest? Keep him off him when he gets him in the triangle?
To be honest, bro, like they power go balance out, but I know Bud got enough power. It ain't no thought I know, you know. Cause I said Canelo strong too, Bud strong too. You know, it's like, yeah, man. I'm doing basically off styles and stuff like that. Styles. That's how I'm calling the fight.
Yeah, I know you got to go. Let me just ask you this last question. What's a good weight for Bud to come? Granted that if Canelo doesn't put some weird stipulation where he has to come in at 168, what's a good weight do you think Bud should come in on fight night?
On fight night?
Yeah.
170.
The 154.
173.
You said 173?
I'm off. I lied. My bad. No, a good weight. Let me see. Between 65 and 68.
Weigh in or the day of the fight?
Day of the fight.
The day of the fight.
Oh, 165. Maybe 160.
The day of the fight, I think he should come in at 170, 168, 170. He don't, cause like me and Bud like the same size, and I know when I go to 175, 180, it's difficult breathing. But I'm not Bud though, you know.
Bud walking around weight is what? Cause I don't know.
174, like me. 174, really? 175. Yeah, he probably 180 at the most.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, as a matter of fact, like 180 because
like 177 before.
Yeah.
Is he as athletic as far as like in-ring performance? Because I don't know.
Bro, you gotta, hey Drew, remember when he not training, he training like wrestling and stuff like that. So to me, like all of that stuff really don't play a part because he still do things like when he not training. Like he wrestle all day, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. This whole weight thing is not an issue with me because if you see who he be wrestling, the heavier people or whatever, sparring or whatever, like the weight ain't an issue to me. It's just if he get hit by one of the shots, can he take it? That's what I think a lot of people really want to see, you know? Because Green Beans did drop him with that little shot. Like I said, I'm a Bud fan. I'll tell the truth, bro. He got dropped in that fight, bro. You know?
Yeah, they blew the call. They blew the call. It's
yeah.
Okay.
But I know that's a lot of people's concern. Can he take a shot from Canelo?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the chin shot. I ain't talking about the body shot. Because like I said, the body shots, bro, I think his body is like stainless steel, you know?
We won't know till fight night.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do this panel again when we get close to the fight. But real quick, the rumor is he might get Derevyanchenko in between. You cool with that?
Oh,
I'm cool with it because I like Derevyanchenko as a fighter, bro. Like he's like I said, I ain't for no baby step up anyway, bro. If it was Earl, I'd be okay with it. So if Bud got the same fight, I'm gonna say yeah. Like Derevyanchenko is a good fighter. I like Derevyanchenko. He beat Triple G to me.
Yeah, he did. I think so.
I think Bud
Derek
should go
Jenkins
straight
is
for
a bum,
Hello?
Canelo.
man. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be. I got Bud winning, but it's gonna be one of those like, God damn, dude, get off me type fights because Derenchenko's gonna be on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I
God
said,
damn.
Darren Chico's he's a good fighter, bro.
Yeah,
No,
man.
because he only lost against Charlo. Yeah, Charlo beat him. That's about it, right?
Yeah, and he was rolling on the floor. Jaime Munguia. I mean, that was a nightmare of a fight down the
But
stretch.
Derenchenko's got a lot of
Oh,
miles on
well.
the card.
I think we're gonna punish Darren Chico, but he can take a beat. He can take a good beat.
Hey, but I'm about to be out here. Peace. Appreciate y'all
All right,
having me
brother.
for a little bit. I'm out this bad boy.
I'll talk to you, brother. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think Bud's gonna have a little difficulty with Derenchenko, but I don't think he's gonna be that bad because that he's taken like 4 or 5 losses in his last 4 or 5 fights, man. You know, he's got a lot of miles on there. Like, let's say Bud was gonna fight Berlanga or Caleb Plant, yeah, that may be a little different. You know what I mean? But he's fighting Derenchenko, who's really a 160 pounder, right? And he's got a lot of miles on it. I think that it's not going to be as difficult as if it would have been 2 years ago.
Is he fighting him at 168?
I don't know what grade he's fighting him at.
But
But let's say, what would happen? Let's say if we put, Canelo's fighting the guy Scully, and then Bud's fighting Berlanga or Caleb Plant, or who's another guy at 68, and Billy.
Christian and Billy.
Yeah, let's say those fights happen, and then the winners fight in September. Would you guys be as confident that we're gonna see Bud versus Canelo?
Wait. You said Christian and Billy in the mix as far as what?
Like he could either fight Canelo or Crawford.
Lord, no.
See, that's what I'm saying, Drew. Like I look, I'm a Bud fan myself, but I'm realistic, bro. Like I would love for him to win, but this is more a money grab than anything else. It's like, let's not make it more than what really it is. Because let's say
we're just saying money grab from the outside looking in. We really don't know
from the
why
outside looking in, yeah. But let's keep it for what it is, because like if Inouye was moving up to fight Davis, right? That's a money grab only, because Davis gonna smash him. However you look at it, however you want it, Annoying is gonna get knocked out, right? So let's just keep it for what it is, because if Bud was gonna fight Berlanga or Caleb Plant or any of them big guys in May, and then have to fight Canelo in September, I mean, Canelo may get upset by this Scully guy or whatever his name is, Skull guy or whatever. That may be a harder fight than we think. And you know, if Crawford struggled with Madrigalov, what is he gonna do with the guy who's 168 pounder who's really not gonna care about his power? You know what I mean? You know, we gotta understand that Canelo hasn't gotten hurt by these guys that walk around 210 pounds. Yeah, Crawford may be strong for 147 pounds, but he ain't gonna be strong enough to hurt Canelo. Like, let's keep it for what it is, bro. Let's hope that Crawford can do something, because I'm cheering for the guy. Because I feel that Canelo's gonna win this fight, and he's gonna get a lot of unnecessary accolades for it. That's my opinion.
yeah, I feel the same way.
Like, he's gonna get a lot of unnecessary accolades for someone that he beat that's 4 weight classes below him or 3 weight classes below him. You gotta understand, Canelo's last 3 or 4 fights were against undefeated fighters at 168 pounds besides Jamal Charlo, and the power that he possessed, they couldn't do nothing with him, bro. Maybe he didn't knock him out, but he taught them how to lose, and they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't back him up with his firepower, however it is. You can't put a Mack truck against a buggy. That ain't gonna happen. Hey, when Roy Jones went to heavyweight, he didn't fight Lennox Lewis. He fought Don Ruiz.
Suicide.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, that's like Roy Jones going against Lennox Lewis right now. That's what Bud is doing. Yeah, he's daring to be great, bro. But he's also, dude, I'd fight my mother right now for $10 million. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Well, I don't think it's that severe. I don't think it's Bud. I don't think Bud fighting Canelo is Roy fighting Lennox Lewis.
Canelo looked that good against all them undefeated fighters.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Berlanga started to get back in the fight.
I think Bud is better than Lara.
You know what I'm saying?
I think. Well, watch this.
What he did was drop him.
That
was the highlight of Canelo of the fight.
I think
Canelo just
Bud.
dropped him.
I
Him
think
and
Bud is better than Jamel Charlo. You know what I
don't
mean?
know because we never seen that fight happen. I would have loved to have seen that fight.
No, I think Charlo went in there and laid the egg, man. I think he was
Well,
on the tape.
dog, everybody's got a plan until they get hit.
I think Charlo gives Bud fits. Now I don't know whether he beats Bud or not, but my only thing
Dude,
with
everybody's got a plan till they get hit. Charlo got hit and he showed his ass. Pause. Major pause.
Man,
that's the fight we should be watching is Charlo versus Crawford. Now that's the fight.
And all those guys
you can have mental lapses.
Were none of them able to hurt Canelo. That's my biggest thing. If you can't hurt Canelo, he's just gonna keep coming. And now, if Bud got the legs to stay away from him and keep hitting him, hey, you know, I'm rooting for Bud. I'm going for him. I'm just not, like I said, I'm just not really ready to pick him just yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm not blind to either that. I mean, yeah, I would love for Bud to win and stop the Canelo train or whatever because Canelo should be fighting David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Let's just stop the bullshit. He is ducking David Benavidez to fight a welterweight. That is bullshit, bro. Like, let's keep it for what it is. This is a bullshit fight because he's like, oh, I'll fight. You're gonna give me $100 million to fight Crawford? Shoot it. I don't have to fight David Benavidez.
It's crazy stuff. Come on now. I agree. But yo, listen, the general's on. I want to get out of his way. He's talking about this very topic, so I want to head over there. We sure head over to the general right now. Let them know they can find you.
Yes, sir. Y'all can catch me on the Jab Jamboree, man. I put the link in the chat a couple times, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over there, show me love. We'll be on doing the tier list Saturdays, 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Standard Time. And y'all also do subscribe to my brother Supreme Beast Boxing, so y'all catch me over there tonight. And appreciate Drew. Good chopping it up with all you brothers on the panel. I see you over there, Mr. Mont, man. That hat, I still appreciate that hat from the meet and greet, man. All love.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mr. Mont, let them know they can find you, good brother.
You can find me here on YouTube at OG Mr. Mont. You can find me on Instagram at OG Mr. Mont. Appreciate you, Drew. I appreciate all the brothers on the panel. Y'all hit that like button if you ain't hit it on the way out. Salute. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.
No diggity doubt. The Audacity Podcast. Great chopping up with you, brother. Let them know they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, underbelly boxing. And yeah, you just find me on there.
So diggity doubt, man. Much love and appreciation to you, man. NHA, brother. You want to plug something? Pause.
Say it again. My fault.
Yeah, let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Well, I don't really have a channel like that. I mean, I pop in some boxing shows, man. I'm always up for a good boxing conversation, man. I love the sport. And yeah, that's about it, man. I'm just checking your content. And salute to everybody else in the panel. Salute to you, my guy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for showing up, brother. Much love and appreciation.
Yes, sir.
Xavier! Let them know they can find you, good brother.
They can find me on the famous Miguel channel. And right here on Drew's channel every morning. Hello? Hello?
Thank you, brother. I gotta run, y'all.
Okay, you can find me on Miguel's channel.
No doubt, brothers. So I'll holler at y'all soon. Go to the general. And yeah. Y'all make it happen, y'all. I'll catch y'all.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.